Welcome to Wide Eye Sports, where every play, every moment, and every decision gets broken down like never before. The lights are on, the stakes are high, and it all starts right here, right now. We will now take you down to introduce the starters.
Brenner Mills, Minnesota Vikings. Just want to win one before I die.
Lane Pruner, the conductor of the Baker Train.
What is up, everybody? Welcome in to Wide Eye Sports. We're doing top 10 NFL free agents of 2025. Free agents legal tampering starts this Monday, and the free agency officially starts this Wednesday. If you don't know what legal tampering is, it's illegal for if I'm the Cowboys, my representatives, to reach out to Sam Darnold to be like, hey, what are you thinking contract-wise right now? But on Monday, they legalize it, and they can start negotiating deals preemptively for free agency. That's why, you hit Wednesday and, Sam Darnold signs a $40 million contract on Wednesday instead of, talking to the teams for a couple of days. They've had a couple of days to talk, so they go through all of that. But without further ado, are you boys ready to talk top 10 free agents of 2025?
To be fair, in all transparency, I totally thought that this video was going to be the film room video.
Nope.
I figured that.
Just before, I was like, "Oh, we're getting ready," and he's like, "All right, you guys ready?" And he hit the intro, and I'm like, "Wait!" And I ran and got my jersey.
I have a little.
And then you come up with the free agents, and I was like, "Ah."
I have a little picture-in-picture at the bottom of my screen, and I just see Dalton throwing his shirt off, throwing his shirt back on, hopping over the couch, and stumbling into the chair. And then right as it starts, just whoop.
I was ready to go for the wrong video.
When the camera started rolling, it was beautiful. It was a symphony of beauty, is what that was. But no, we are gonna do the film room, but not quite yet. Dalt is giving away the spoiler for who this week's film room is. But let's go ahead and talk top 10 free agents, boys.
I wish Jack was free agent.
I'm going to talk my top 10 list, and then you guys can, tell me what you think as we go. So number 10, I have left tackle Cam Robinson.
I hate it already. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
He is a 29-year-old left tackle. The Vikings traded for him last season. Christian Darrisaw went down against the Rams. They made a mid-season trade right before the trade deadline, and Cam Robinson stepped in midway through the season and was a above-average starting left tackle. I think he earned himself a payday. I think he'll go to a team like the Ravens or a similar team that's looking to make a run that needs left tackle help. I think he'll be very good. I think he did a very good job, and he earned himself a payday. That being said, Ronnie Staley is also a tackle free agent. He's a few years older, 31, but throughout his career, he's shown to be an all-pro level player for the 49ers. I think, Ravens, sorry. I think he has proven his worth over and over and over and over again. And I think he'll do similar route of trying to find a team that's looking to make a run and go chase a ring at 31 years old. Circa the Lions if they were to move him to guard, or teams of that nature. Number 8, I have Charvarius Ward, the San Francisco 49ers longtime cornerback. He is 28 years old. I think while he's not a premier cornerback and he's not going to go out week in and week out and shut people down, he is a very good corner at the NFL level. He's a Pro Bowl level guy. He can absolutely make a difference between a good defense and a great defense. And I think he'll get paid. You guys what do you guys think about that? The 10 through 8 good? You guys got any questions, comments, concerns?
I'm kind of just waiting, man.
Cool.
Yeah,
Keep it going.
I'm liking it so far.
Cool. Well, let's jump to number 7. Newly released free agent. As of today, it is official. Davante Adams comes in at number 7 on my list. He's 32 years old. I think that he can still win at the NFL level. I think he showed late in the season last year that he can still play. I think his footwork and how he wins is not with any sort of speed downfield, but through route running and technique. I think he can play for another 2 to 3 years before he really starts to lose his edge. Again, like he's obviously not all pro Devontae Adams anymore. He's Pro Bowl Devontae Adams. And I think in 2 or 3 years, he'll be starter Devontae Adams.
Would you rather have him or Amari Cooper?
Devontae Adams.
Would you rather have him or Stephon Diggs?
Devontae Adams.
Okay.
Diggs is coming off an injury late in his career, a major injury
Honestly,
late
same.
in his career.
I'd
Amari
bet
Cooper's-
on Devontae Adams with like a great quarterback before I would with I mean, like Amari Cooper is reliable, but
Yeah, Coop's great. I love Coop, but he's top 15 free agent, not a top 10 free agent to me.
okay.
Number 6 on my list, DJ Reed. I think he's the best corner this free agency. I think he's played opposite of Sauce Gardner the past few years, and I think he's played really well. The Jets have had the best cornerback duo in the league for quite a while. They have both played awesome. DJ Reed has proven himself, when Gardner's out, to be capable of going up against number 1 wide receivers and having a good day. Maybe not going out and shutting down Justin Jefferson to 1 catch for 3 yards, but holding Justin Jefferson to 5 catches for 60 yards. And let's be real, anytime you can hold JJ to 60 yards, you're having a pretty damn good day. So I think he's that level of cornerback. I think he's the best cornerback in this free agency class, and he's definitely going to get a $22 million deal. Next up, Eagles defensive end Josh Sweat. He's 28 years old. This is a top 5 guy.
I was wondering if you were going to just leave him off because I was like,
Nope.
ooh.
Nope. Josh Sweat, absolute unit at the edge defender position. He's going to command big money. He's earned it. Super Bowl champion, one of the best players on the best defense in football last year in the Philadelphia Eagles. Good on him. And I'm sure you both are really glad to not see him return to the Eagles in test free agency.
Facts. I am seeing articles real quick linked to him in Tampa Bay, so we will see.
Yeah. So number 4, in my opinion, very controversial. We'll see what you guys think. Chris Godwin, 29. I feel Chris Godwin has done nothing but succeed throughout his entire NFL career. He's done nothing but go out and catch massive amounts of targets every game and be a legitimate wide receiver 1. But he was just playing with Mike Evans, so he didn't ever get all the glory like he should. I see no difference between he is an older version of what T. Higgins currently is.
Even when he came off of injury this past year, he still delivered.
Yeah, I love Chris Godwin. I think he's a really good receiver, and I think he's a number 1 receiver in this league. And so for that reason, I put him at number 4. I feel he could go make an immediate difference on a team right now.
I don't hate it. He is top 10, but I think I'd probably take Josh Sweat or Chardavius Ward over him.
Okay.
Over
All
top
right.
free agents.
Like I said, maybe controversial. I don't hate it. Number 3, another Philadelphia Eagle, Milton Williams, defensive tackle. I think he is one of the premier free agents in this class. He's the best defensive interior guy in this class. He got the what?
Well, defensive interior.
Well, I think he's too old. I think Khalil Mack's too old. He's just old. He's like 34 years old, dude. He's not Khalil Mack of 10 years ago. He's not an all-pro at 2 positions Khalil Mack anymore. He's a good pass rusher still. He is not a good run defender, and he is not good in coverage. So those are my things with Khalil Mack. But Milton Williams had the benefit of playing next to Jalen Carter, but he proved throughout the entire season he is an elite pocket mover. This dude can rush the passer. This dude can stop the run. This dude can play the 3 technique really, really, really well. And I like him. So I have him high up on my list. Number 2, Zach Bond. All-pro middle linebacker. I don't know. I feel like this guy's the quarterback of the defense for Philly. Is that too high for a middle linebacker? Am I being too...
I feel like that's pretty high.
I don't know. I feel like this dude...
I would have him in my top 10, but I think it might be a little high.
I mean, here's what I'll say about it. He was, in my opinion, the best overall player on the best overall defense. So I put him at 2. And then, not because I feel like this guy is the best player, my number 1 spot, he is not the best player, but I feel like he is the most impactful free agent there is this season. Sam Darnold.
I knew it.
We lost Boo. Did he just leave? Please tell me this man just left. Please tell me this man just left. Did you just leave?
Yes, I did. Come on.
Sam Darnold at number 1
Hold on,
is
hold on,
crazy.
Man.
So, hold
Come
on.
on, man.
Let me
Yeah,
just
hear
let
me
me
out.
just run through a quick list
on.
real quick. Just
Hold on.
real quick. This
No,
is 1
before
through
you do
10.
that, before you do that, let me hear you out. Let me justify why I did what I did. Okay, that's why I preface he is not the best player. He is the most impactful in this free agency. Period. He will be the first
Matthew
domino.
Stafford.
Hold on. Matthew
Matthew
Stafford's
Stafford.
re-signing with the Rams. They've already
I
said
know,
they're
but
working
before
on
that, I feel like
Yeah.
like
Oh, for
everybody
sure.
was waiting
For
on
sure.
what was going to happen with that.
But as of right now, when Wednesday hits, nothing else for the Titans, the New York Giants, the New York Jets, the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Pittsburgh Steelers will happen for 5 football teams until Sam Darnold signs a contract. And for that reason, he's just the most impactful for the rest of the free agency.
I would agree
In
with that, but I
that-
wouldn't say he's the number 1. Like he's like if
I
we're
don't
like
think the Giants would
who's
have
the
made
most
such
important-
a push for Matthew Stafford if Sam Darnold was the number 1 person.
Well, they
or
made the
free
push,
agent.
but it failed. So now you
They
have
did
to
make the
go to your
push.
backup option, which is most likely making a
Aaron
push.
So
at
if
Sam
you're
Darnold.
the backup option, then how can you be the number 1 free agent?
Because now the backup option is the number
well,
1 option.
as of now,
We're
as
in the
since
reality
dominoes
where that
have
is
fallen,
option A.
I agree with you on that. Like now that the dominoes have fallen,
Yeah.
like what else do they have to look forward to? Like as far as the most important position is quarterback, and who would you take right now that's available? Who out of everyone? Spoon, answer me that. You're a team that needs a quarterback, and you're looking at all the quarterbacks available as of right now today. Who you picking?
Well, where am I drafting?
You're drafting. It doesn't matter.
No,
you
it
are
definitely does. Because if I'm the Titans and I know that I'm going to draft Cam Ward number 1 overall, then I'm not worried about Sam Darnold.
But you could also take Abdul Carter number 1 overall if you get Sam Darnold.
Do they want him though?
Well, I mean, you could sign Sam Darnold.
Like we're
to a-
basing this whole thing.
No,
like,
hang
we're
on,
talking-
hang on,
we're-
hang on.
Like
Hang on,
here's
hang
my
on, hang on, hang on.
no.
Let me go because
Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
saying you are you are just a team that needs a quarterback. Okay, that's what you need. You need a quarterback. We're not talking about draft. We're not talking about this. We're talking about that. If you are any team and your need is quarterback, and let's just say you don't draft one, you're talking available free agents. Who are you going for, Spoon?
You're taking Sam Darnold.
There you go.
Sorry. Let me-
Okay, but here's my thing: is you're saying that Sam Darnold is the number 1 guy right now that is a free agent from 1 season, 1 good season, and we're talking guys like Chris Godwin's on this list who has multiple great seasons, Stephon Diggs with multiple great seasons, so many guys on here: Zach Bond, Josh Sweat, Chardavius Ward. We got guys on here that have been putting it in every single year, and you're gonna just give Sam Darnold the number 1 free agent because he had 1 good year? I'm not there.
All right, so I hear you both. Okay. But like I said, the reason he's my number 1 free agent is not because he is that good. It is because nothing will happen until his domino falls. Once
Yeah.
Sam Darnold goes, everything else starts falling into place. Teams that, like the Giants that have tons of cap room are now out on Sam Darnold. Okay, we're going after Tre'Davious Ward.
I mean,
we're going after
you're not
DJ
wrong.
Reed.
See,
we're going after
Here's
Josh
my,
Sweat.
here's my other thing, though. You listed 5 teams that need quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
How many teams out there would love a wide receiver? How many teams out there would love
How many of those teams
quarterback?
would? How many of those teams?
How many would love to have Josh Sweat as an edge rusher? A lot more than 5.
How many teams would? How do I say this? How many teams would prioritize edge rusher over quarterback?
The only 5 that need a quarterback.
No, every
Oh
single
no,
team in
the
the
opposite
league.
side. Sorry, every single
Every
team
single
besides
team in the
five.
league would
that you listed.
prioritize a quarterback position over an edge rusher position.
Yeah,
Every single one.
Quarterback is the most important.
So
But
that's
there's
what I'm trying to
32
say.
teams in the league. Not all of them need a quarterback, but I
I
promise
agree.
you, all 32
I agree.
32 teams would love to have Josh Sweat.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
But not all, like I agree with Brenner because nothing is going to happen until we figure out where these free agent quarterbacks
All these
are
other
gonna
free
go.
agents are going to get signed.
No, they won't go anywhere because a lot of teams that need a quarterback are the teams with the most money that will sign
And
the
that's
guys
five
like
of
the
them.
Josh
That's what I mean,
Sweats.
though. Like, we're
But
not going to see.
So Josh Sweat doesn't get signed by the Giants if they're still waiting on Sam Darnold to sign. Josh Sweat doesn't get signed by the Titans until we
definitely
wait
think-
on.
I think
No,
they're not just
they
they're not just gonna sit back and be like, oh, I'm just gonna
But they
I'm
do
going for
every
Sam
year.
Darnold here.
Every single year.
While there's 27 other teams that are going for Josh Sweat, you're just telling me that
But
they're
there
just
aren't
gonna
27
sit back?
other teams that are going for Josh Sweat. There are
There's
three
several.
teams. There's three. There's 3, 4, maybe 5 in a crazy world. 5 teams going after an edge rusher because of the money it costs to go get him. Not many teams have that cap room available to just go get him. So while I don't disagree with you that every team in the league would rather have Josh Sweat over Sam Darnold in a vacuum, there are only 3 or 4 teams that can afford a Josh Sweat, but they also need a quarterback, so they have to see
Yeah.
if they land a Sam Darnold
Yeah.
before they can go get a Josh
You
Sweat.
got to shore up that like it's not defense, but like you got to defend that position. You got to get your reinforcements in for quarterback no matter what. Even if you're good on quarterback, you still have to evaluate it. Okay, we got this guy, we got this guy. What are we looking for? Like,
So-
okay,
so
we'll sign this guy
here-
and
here we
bench
go.
this guy.
Here we go. So real quick, I'm going to throw myself up in the middle here. I'm going to talk. And we have the New England Patriots. They're a team that could be in on Sweat that doesn't need a quarterback. We have the Arizona Cardinals, Chargers, and the Green Bay Packers at 41 million. There are 4 teams that don't have to wait on Sam Darnold to make a decision to go and get a quarterback or to go and get a Josh Sweat type player. So there are 4 teams.
There's a bunch of them.
No, there's 4 teams. I'm looking at the
I'm
list.
looking at the salary cap right now.
Yeah,
Like, there's
so over
many teams
$40
that are
million.
over 40 million.
Yeah, there are so many teams. So let's go list by list. So New England, yes. Las Vegas has to wait. Washington, theirs isn't updated because it says they have $78 million. They have less than 50
they don't
because of
gotta
the Debo deal.
Okay, well they don't gotta wait. They don't gotta wait.
Well,
on
but
Sam
they
Darnold.
don't have more than
They can go
$50
ahead and offer
million.
him something. They can go ahead and offer him something.
Well, they
What-
can
what's
offer
stopping
him
him?
something, but he's
Exactly.
gonna wait. He's gonna wait for the Raiders, who can offer him,
But that's what I'm saying.
$8
Like if
million
they can
more.
offer him something, why would he wait?
Yeah.
I don't think he would.
because he can make an extra $6 million if he waits. Why would he not
Yeah, but-
wait?
Or
I
he
mean,
could make less if he waits too long. That's the
the-
thing with free
the
agency.
But he
Lord.
won't.
Wait
But he
too-
won't
if you
because
wait,
as soon as the Sam Darnold domino falls, you have 4 teams in the top 15.
what's stopping the Vikings from taking him? They have JJ
Josh
McCarthy.
Sweat?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really need. We have Andrew Van Ginkel, Jonathan Grenard, and Dallas Turner all edge rushers, and we just took Dallas Turner last year, and Van Ginkel and Grenard were both All Pro and Pro Bowl, so like we don't really need him.
Okay. I'm just throwing him out. Like Chicago, what's stopping Chicago from taking him?
I see like a Detroit. Detroit could potentially snag him. That could be something to pair across. That would be a team that's realistic, that has a lot of cap space that can just blow him away right out the gate. But you have to wait if you're him, because if Las Vegas doesn't get Sam Darnold and you can get an extra $6 million from them, why would you not wait the extra couple days?
But that's
Why
the
would
point,
you
though.
not wait 3 extra
How
days?
many
Because you're
guys-
not going to lose out on that
Hang
money. The
on.
offer's on the table from the other team.
How many guys have taken a cut because they want to go play with an otherworldly talent? I'm just saying the Washington Commanders
too.
are absolutely
Commanders
a
would be
team,
perfect.
are absolutely a team that you could go to, and it's like, yeah, I could get $6 million more with the Raiders, but like the Raiders next year, how are we feeling about the Raiders next year? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
even,
I
let's
get what you're
say
saying.
they draft Cam Ward and you got Tom Brady helping you from behind the scenes, and they just nail everything with the draft. Are we really feeling like they're going to be a contender?
So
You know what I
they
mean?
have his
regardless of how much more they can pay.
I apologize. They have his average annual value at 3 years, $56 million. That's just under $20 million a year. It's about $19 million a year. So,
There's a
I mean, there's
lot of
lot of
teams.
teams. But you have to, if you can go get $22 million from the Raiders, or you have to take 15 from the Lions.
I
would
do
you
think
rather?
Sam Darnold is the one that everyone is like,
Yeah, they're just wait. Once that domino
where's
falls,
he gonna go?
it
Where's
just
Sam
it
Darnold?
just takes off from there.
He's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, there's no world where he just doesn't. He
Yeah,
just
and as soon as he
throws
goes,
35 touchdowns in last year, and he goes nowhere.
and to Spoon's
like-
credit, this is why the NFL implemented the legal tampering period, was so that these guys can talk it through. So Sam Darnold can sign on Wednesday at noon, right? So he can just boom, knock it out, and now everybody else is free to do whatever they want. Nobody has to really wait per se, right? But just Sam Darnold was number one on my list because he is the domino that will set every other domino in motion.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts from anybody?
No, I think we hit the nail on the head.
All right,
I think,
boys.
I think if we had put this video out a couple days before, obviously with T Higgins getting franchise tag, with Trey Smith getting franchise
Yeah, it would
tag,
have been way different a week ago, right? That's
Yeah.
why we waited until
But-
now. And it could be different after this video
I
gets
don't hate
posted.
it.
It could be different. It could be different after
I
this
mean,
video gets
number
posted.
one. I mean, I don't know. Like Sam,
Number one on the list, number one in my heart, number one on the field, baby. Sammy D. Isn't Sammy D's nuts?
I think I still have Diggs ranked higher than Devontae Adams, but that's
Hey, I don't
whatever
hate you
y'all
for
say.
it, but I
hate
definitely
you for it.
Oh,
I
all right,
hate
well.
you for it, Spoon.
All right, like the video,
he's-
subscribe to the channel. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Hopkins,
I
not
love
Adams.